Why addiction creates success.
Be honest, you've probably tried to quit pornography, watched a bunch of videos, failed, and then tried to convince yourself that, never mind, let's distract myself, while in the back of your head knowing that you should quit pornography. Well, you're right. It is not as important as you think. Ignore all the studies because it is not the true bottleneck preventing you from achieving your goals, good grade, girlfriend. Instead, confront the real truth. It is a skill deficiency. You are not good enough. And two things can exist. You can succeed and equally be addicted to cocaine, alcohol, deadbeat dad. I am not promoting pornography, but a lot of influencers, creators make problems your priority only because that's the solution they can offer. Those videos are distractions because if it actually worked, there would be only one video. Just like how there would be only one book about happiness, but there has been infinite amounts of books discussing about how to become happy, and there will be an infinite more coming out because there is actually not one solution. The only thing preventing you from accomplishing your goals is how much you genuinely want it. It is not resources because everything online exists. You can learn everything for free.
It is crazy. Everything you need to know or want to know it literally already exists. That's crazy.
Time is your enemy, and people think there is an infinite amount of opportunities, but think of a solution not in the cost of money or effort, but how much time it will cost you, and then you'll realize you can't waste time picking useless battles. Quitting porn is good, it's great for you, but is that the thing holding you back from your goal? And truthfully, a lot of people do not know what they want to do with their life, and the biggest trap is, I want to become an influencer, a rapper, only because there's so much social acclaim that people think the general idea is the right idea, and that's only true if you want to live a mediocre life. Listening to solutions will not solve your problems because everything is dependent on you. How you
Dang, I do be watching solutions. I need to just make more action.
learn is dependent on you, and that's something you have to figure out with the information given to you. You compile everything and make your own solution. This is your life, and the first step to figuring out what you want to do is picking 3 things you are naturally good at. This is not
What's 3 things I'm good at? YouTube, basketball, rap.
and in terms of sport, effort and hard work will get you everything you want because someone will put in the equal amounts of effort and hard work, but they will be naturally physically better. In terms of sports, you cannot compete with other people who are more genetically gifted, and equally, they cannot compete with you when you are genetically better than them. Secondly, you have to analyze each market. Where is your current position? Do you have the resources to enter an endeavor? These rules will drastically change the amount of options you have available, and luckily there will be one that shines brighter than everything else. But here's the biggest problem: the mental game. It's, now that I know what I want to do, I'm not good enough for it, so I'm going to spend a majority of my time learning and learning and learning and learning. And there's the
Dang, I be doing that too. Researching too much, that be taking all day.
biggest trap people fall into. They never start, but they feel like they've started because they're learning so much about the topic. But just because you learn something does not mean you're actually applying the information, meaning you actually have learned nothing. And while you're in this phase of learning, you're trying to prepare everything. This must be perfect. I must get all my habits in together. I must stop watching pornography, and you've entered a complete cycle of getting distracted by thinking you are learning. But here's the biggest truth: action is the greatest way to learn. And spoiler alert, that one thing you decided to do will slowly evolve into something you could have never even imagined, because when you're learning, it's all about theoreticals, but once you're actually putting things into action, you realize, okay, this is not best for me. I'm going to pivot into gaming videos, and I'm going to pivot into self-improvement videos. I actually like to draw. I'm going to continue drawing. You do not know what you like until you've actually started. The difference is, a lot of people never start, and that gets them stuck in a job they don't want to work in, stuck in a job they actually do not mind. When I was working in fast food, the majority of the 30-year-old plus employees didn't mind the job. It was actually okay, you know, the pay's okay, it's very comfortable, they have other back safe places where they have family taking care of them. And that's the biggest problem: they didn't want it enough, and because they didn't want it enough, they took a passive route. They did not respect time. They thought they had all the opportunities in the world, and then things slowly started to slip out of their hands. They started to get trapped in this hole they allowed themselves to stand in. It's completely fine to not have big aspirations, but once things are too late, do not blame the world for manipulating you in this position. When there's videos like this, there's information telling you everything you want. The question is, are you willing to wait for it? Are you willing to work for it? It's up to you. It's all dependent on you. No one will change anything.